Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
For a very long time, they have not really had anything concrete on John Mahama. Now, anytime they get the opportunity to speak and tell Ghanaians what they can do, their best shot is to go and insult John Mahama indirectly and create some perception, say, John Mahama is greedy, he's a criminal, he's a thief, but they have never been able to come out with any concrete evidence. One typical example, a young man called Sammy Awuku. Sammy Awuku today in Ghana, I was saying any woman, any young lady, and they auto a sanitary pad at this price, any woman should not vote for Sammy Awuku, any contest that he contesting. No woman. You know, when the NPP was in opposition, the propaganda against the NDC from Atamil's time, Ebedu John Mahama's time, no, it was too heavy. It was too big for any political party to survive. In fact, if John Mahama had won the 2016 election, it would have been one of the biggest surprises in the history of this country or in the world. Because every single thing was pointing their finger or fingers at the John Mahama administration or the NDC as a political party. They did not have a chance in winning that election because the media, the clergy, the statesmen, the traditional leaders, young and old, people have been incited to the point whereby no matter what the NDC did under Atamils and John Mahama, people were just not ready to vote for the NDC. Because when you check all the things John Mahama and the NDC, they did, the infrastructure, the way they were able to manage the economy as compared to today, the transparency in governance compared to today, the way the president with small amount of money, the government, were able to transform this nation, building regional hospitals, schools, roads, and all that. You were not expecting the NDC to lose an election. At the end of the day, the NDC lost. And the NDC lost because the people had been programmed. When I say the people, we the voters, we had been programmed not to basically see anything the NDC was doing. So it made it easy for the NPP to sail through. And somebody like Sammy Awuku was at the right place at the right time, because that was the time the propaganda ship had sailed, and he was one of the captains as the youth organizer of the National New Patriotic Party. So every single statement Sammy Awuku made then made sense. He didn't have to work. He didn't have to work too much. All that he had to do was to incite the youth to always be energized to vote against the government. So at a point, it got into the heads of people like Sammy Awuku in the NPP. They thought that they had done magic to take power from the NDC to give to the NPP. So you realize that as time went on, Sammy Awuku and his likes became gods in the NPP. Those who did not know politics that much and had not followed politics well, it was after Ekufuadu's coup against Awuku and the NPP hierarchy, that was when the Ekufuadu boat sailed. The media at one hand, they did everything possible to clean Ekufuadu. Ekufuadu was not given to the public to scrutinize. Mahamudu Bawumia was lecturing without being questioned. So they had actually set the pace for that propaganda boat to sail. And Sammy Awuku then found themselves at the right time by sitting in that boat. So as a youth organizer, whatever he said made sense. Even though majority of the things he said were stupid, they were tribalistic. They were statements that could turn the country upside down. People still saw those things as wise sayings. So it got into the heads like in the heads of Sammy Awuku. It got into the head of somebody like Sammy Awuku. So he started feeling that he's untouchable. Without him, the NPP can never win elections in Ghana. So when you go into the NPP right now, Sammy Awuku works in the NPP with his shoulder high, thinking that he can win any election the NPP goes into. Because in 2012, 14, 15, 16, the boat that was carrying the propaganda machine had sailed and he was lucky to be part of it. And that is what is happening now. Now, when Sammy Awuku gets the opportunity to speak on issues and policies. All that he does is to attack John Mahama. And what he does is he creates this impression that John Mahama is somebody who has been able to fill every position and he does not have the right to fill any position in Ghana again. In fact, he always tries to indirectly insult Mahama to tell the people like John Mahama ni bradie or a cromfo into the person of Sabedi power. Sammy Awuku in his political life has not held any serious political office before. Let us be real here. Sammy Awuku is relevant in the NPP. Sammy Awuku has not held any position out of the NPP that is more intense, more demanding, more politically demanding. He has never been there before. The biggest job Sammy Awuku has held in his life is to be the boss of NLA. And I'll come to the NLA scandal very soon. So, Sammy Awuku has built something in the NPP, making people think that he is the only young man. When Akufo-Addo was in opposition, he was the one who brought NPP to power. So right now, Mahamudu Bawumia thinks that if he uses Sammy Awuku or makes Sammy Awuku the face of his campaign, the youth in the NPP will rush to his campaign, follow him, and vote. Remember, Sammy Awuku did not win election 2016 for NPP. NPP won the elections because the whole nation, every single institution that was supposed to speak and ask questions turned against the NDC government. So it was easy for Sammy Awuku, who was part of that ship, to sail through. Now, Sadia they didn't need him. Sammy Awuku say he's an intelligent, untouchable politician in Ghana. He can even go a step further to insult John Mahama any single day he gets the opportunity to speak on Ghana politics. And this whole thing happened when Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia went to the northern region. Now I'm going to play something from Sammy Awuku. Maybe I want to ask Sammy Awuku a simple question. And after that, I will let you understand why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not even supposed to be on the ticket of the NPP going into election 2024. This is Sammy Awuku in the northern region. Listen to me critically. After that, we will come back and discuss this.
It's an election on the ballot between hope and hopelessness. It's an election between the future and the past. In Dr. Bawumia, we have hope. In Dr. Bawumia, we have a future. In Dr. Bawumia, we have prosperity and jobs for the youth. And I keep saying, follow no road. Sometimes became assemblyman. From assemblyman to MP. From MP to deputy minister. From deputy minister to minister. From minister to vice president. From vice president to president. We didn't see interchange. We didn't see hospitals. We didn't see free education. We didn't see well-being only to that we see. We took all these posts apart from UN Secretary Give the opportunity to somebody who has become vice president for just 2 times and has brought transformation to the people of Kenya. The majority leader has said it. Your brother has made you proud in the South. And that is why when you look at the vote that he done it across the entire country, he mobilized enough votes to make you proud. I want to tell you, the 2024 election, the campaign has started. All of you are campaign managers. All of you must own the campaign. And all of you must take the campaign of our people. And inshallah, I'm starting our friends in Nairobi. But my Quranic verse that I don't hope is Holy Quran chapter 13 verse 11.
So this is Sammy Awuku, and Jana Ojina stage Kenyina was slim was that Bawumia represent hope. John Mahama represent hopelessness. Nice. He went further to say, John Mahama di position biya wa Ghana. Aden na onja position ma nipa biya onu wedi eye vice president one term. Or the transformation aba Ghana. Or say time John Mahama ye president no, we did not see interchanges. Ojina sremo. And he was speaking in English. Or say under John Mahama, the leadership no, we did not see interchanges. This is a young man who wants to be an MP. Baby. He wants to also one day be quoted. He doesn't want anyone to stand anywhere else one day and say, Sammy Awuku ya kromfo, damramani, kano you are a liar. He doesn't want to hear that because he's a young politician. He said under John Mahama, there was nothing like interchange. Under John Mahama, there was nothing like the hospital built in Ghana. There was nothing like free education. Under John Mahama, there was nothing like one village, one dam. This is Sammy Awuku. And this is his message to northern region where Mahamudu Bawumia is from, where Sammy Awuku cannot point to one village, one dam. Sammy Awuku cannot point to one regional hospital under Bawumia and Ekufuado. Sammy Awuku cannot point to one free SHS school built. They said they were going to build 350. Sammy Awuku could not point to one interchange built by this NPP. Now that's even on the sidelines. Sammy Awuku, any time obenya opportunity to speak on Ghana politics, I know person John Mahama nim chichi form. Because there are so many people in Ghana, because of the way he looks, I know man for you say, oh, Sammy Awuku de Sebio, ya nkasa nim because on kasa di pedim. Sammy Awuku is one person odi John Mahama temche ubi our Ghana. And because he has been able to pay his way through the NDC, he has been able to sort his way. He has been able to get a lot of the communicators on his side. Every single day, on your opportunity now, he will turn the table around and insult John Mahama. That's what I'm asking. Adentina and the Krampo Yamasamia Awuku, the opportunity to sit on TV to discuss Ghana politics. This is Sammy Awuku when the MPP was in opposition. Maybe
of the special voters, which comes on the 1st of December. There are many calls of people whose names, whether deliberately or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions. And it's beginning to up the tension in the system. The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord when those held and gifted with the responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent elections are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election. What is sad for us in the MPP youth wing is what has been lost in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the electoral commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the electoral commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for recount. My goodness. You are a referee, you are not a player. And sometimes the electoral commission behaves like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. It's when I'm contesting my brother here and I am aggrieved with the results, and I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and Mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event, it's a process. From the process 1 to the process 2 to the process 3 to the process 4, all of it must engender confidence.
This is Sammy Awuku in opposition. He was lambasting Charlotte Osei. He was lambasting the Peace Council for sitting there idle. He was lambasting the Christian Council, the Muslim clergy. Sammy Awuku was saying that they are all biased. Sammy Awuku was saying that peace cannot be just on paper. Sammy Awuku was saying that Charlotte Osei was against the NPP. Sammy Awuku was just 26 years. Sammy Awuku was denigrating our democracy. Sammy Awuku was setting the pace for destruction. Sammy Awuku was inciting the youth in the NPP and around the nation to go after the EC if the election did not go the way of the NPP. Today, we have Jane Mensah, who has even refused to come to court to sit in a box to tell us who won the elections. Sammy Awuku says that EC is better. Today, we have a government that have shot people during the election, 8 people. Sammy Awuku does not see anything wrong with it. This is Sammy Awuku today, who is leading Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's campaign. This is Sammy Awuku who wants to be an MP of a constituency and lead the people. I don't want to come there. I'll go to that matter. Now, the reason why I am on Sammy Awuku is because for a very long time, he has deliberately decided to be insulting John Mahama and getting away with it because he feels he has constituencies in the NDC communication. He has been able to build his constituency. So when he's even insulting John Mahama and attacking John Mahama, the NDC communicators stay away from him because he has built constituencies in the NDC. Sammy Awuku feels he has become so powerful and so rich to the point whereby today when he insults John Mahama, goes after John Mahama, use words that are not supposed to be used against John Mahama, his own people in the NDC who are the champions in the communication sector setup will all back off because he has been able to pay his way to be manipulating the NDC communication. No woman in Ghana today, so who was Sammy Awuku jina Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign him campaign ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. No woman in Ghana today should get up and say Sammy Awuku, who made these statements, Mahama Sanitary Pad Initiative is demonic. John Dramani Mahama in Ghana decided to take taxes of sanitary pad, Sebio, and Ma Edru Impempenso Bebu Omusa, John Mahama Tiso, Satele Sammy Awuku 26 years. Okechile Ghana mebunu ne maiwa se Mahama te sanitary pad so a odi moja no ekɔ den odi koye yankomade. John Sammy Awuku na owo nuaba owo yiri a oda nechi na owo girlfriend a one ne da. A government of the day was bringing down the taxes on sanitary pad under John Mahama. Sammy Awuku tina TV so ka say John Mahama je sa moja ne free mana se e dia koye duro we ye bema ne maame etiasia sebio na oye mmabunu no anase oye young no, she was also experiencing this menstrual cycle. So why should a woman today in Ghana, after ending the tax the prices of sanitary pads, Sammy Awuku is at the NLA being paid millions, and Sammy Awuku today is standing before them and telling them, say, I am Sammy Awuku. I used to be the former youth organizer of the NPP. Vote this government in. I didn't tell about me to taxes sanitary pad so me jiminti yan nyina yan san kwoto abama ba omia na onto sanitary pad nim. This is what Sammy Awuku said. So if you're a woman and you're a journalist and Sammy Awuku is sitting before you and you read this kind of story and a statement like this from such a gentleman and he sits before you and tells you, let us vote for Bawumia, abra the taxes on the sanitary pad today, the prices are like 10 times. Time na John Mahama person boa Ghana for mano. You, a woman, how do you feel when such a person will catcher will say, vote for Bawumia? Abra, sanitary pad today you cannot buy. But this young man get the opportunity every single day. And then he will insult John Mahama. He will use all the words he has to use indirectly. And people in the NDC watching because he has been able to buy colonies in the NDC communication. Nobody can speak about Sammy Awuku. That is why strategically, Mahamudu Bawumia has picked him to be the lead when it comes to communication because Sammy Awuku can get the opportunity to insult John Mahama and nobody in the NDC can react. Intenda yo ba na abranti atama na yeti tax yeti sanitary pad price so otumi gina TV so ka say John Mahama tax na we ye free sanitary pad so no or de kwakoye maduro kuomo na woda ho te Ghana ha say Sammy Awuku be kasa mama kwaje ba omi atum abra ende Sammy Awuku cannot speak about the prices of sanitary pad about 10 times the price of when John Mahama was in power. Now your ban wa kwasa like say me koto aba ma Bawumia because Sammy Awuku catch them say Bawumia and Nimunyansa. Not say you war by now, you're not saying. Sammy Awuku at 26 years. These are some of the things he said. He said, youth revolution imminent. Sammy Awuku, time not only did the youth or MPP no, or can say Ghana election no anko ama Ekufuadua. The youth in Ghana should rise up. Sammy Awuku is today enjoying the peace in Ghana because John Dramani Mahama let the elections go. Even though he did not agree, he let the elections go. Today, Sammy Awuku is standing on stages and insulting John Mahama. Said John Mahama, we cut through all the positions in Ghana. Why does he still want to be president? Sanka John Mahama and taking some things into consideration. And at 2016, what alawa Sammy Awuku would have sent the youth to destroy this nation. And today, this man is following Bawumia and he's always taking stage. And he thinks that it is easy before. He has done it before. Go there and use your cunning face and your cunning sunglasses and the Abna Koko strategy to go and lie and insult John Mahama. Send your beya Ghana for bedi wichi into Wona and the face of Bawumia's campaign. Into anytime Sammy Awuku will get the opportunity to speak, he tries to insult John Mahama. If you say he has bought colonies in the NDC communication. And I'm sending this message to you, Sammy Awuku. We all can be nice. We all can be dirty. We all can wash our dirty linens outside. And I'm ready to do it. Stay away from the name John Dramani Mahama. And this is your last warning. If you want to do your politics, do your politics. Never try to insult Mahama indirectly or directly. If you have taken your money to lead Bawumia to destroy the MPP, we are ready to protect the name of John Mahama. You can do your politics, but stay away from Mahama. This is the last warning. If you don't want to be one of those, and you know what I'm talking about, if you don't want to fall like one of those, try and make a mistake again.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.